Hello, you beautiful person, and welcome to episode 4 of Rebuilding Bologna. As always, thanks for joining me. Do the usual, smash all the buttons, the good ones like subscribe and the thumbs up, and make sure you get involved in the comments. I do always reply eventually, so thank you to everyone that helps my channel get out there. It's massively appreciated, as are my patrons. You guys are legends. If you want to become a patron, you find a link to that down below in the description. So, season 4, ton of fun to play. I can't wait to share it with you. I was a bit worried at the start of the season, mainly because I've been building this club with next to nothing, and that gives me a real joy when you have success, and we've had success, won a couple of trophies. But I was going to lose some players. I was going to lose 9 players. Not any good one. The core of my team stayed together. The good players I wanted to keep. But we lost a couple on a free. A couple of guys requested a transfer, so I thought, see you later. And I decided to try and cash in on a few, try and generate as much money as possible to go and attack that transfer market. Also in the Champions League, so I've been moaning that the loan market has been atrocious. Well, once you get in the Champions League, the loan market opens wide up, and we're a few years into the game, so there's a good few players out there. So I was hoping I could put a squad together, but it's going to look slightly different. 9 players is a lot. Are we going to carry on the upwards, or is that curve going to drop right down into the toilet? Let's find out. Now, I had a great chunk of change to start off with, and I've spent 20-30 million quid. I managed to raise 20 million quid, and obviously being in the Champions League, a lot of good stuff has happened financially for us, and I've still got 49 million, and all my business is done. We're overspending on wages, but I'm not worried about that at all. We've got a nice bank balance, and I finally be able to buy some players. So I'm not going to show you the outs because there's 9 of them. I'm worried about time. I'm just going to go through the squad as quick as possible and explain the new boys and the guys that have already been here. We have a new backup goalkeeper, Wilfried Bedfien, released French. He's not a superstar, he's only 23 years old. He's just a good backup, innit? We've still got Alessio Cragno, and that backup better be okay, because I've played 1 league game, played the opener at this point, and he got injured. So without my superstar goalkeeper, I love him. Still ain't got a cap since I've signed him. He got them 2 caps before he joined us. Disgraceful, really. At left back, Aaron Hickey. We all know about Aaron Hickey, our first cup final win. He was amazing in that. Someone did mention his real life promotional video when he signed for Bologna. Go and check it out. Go on, Aaron Hickey Bologna, you'll find it. I talked about my Brentford series, but you might not watch that, and it's like going over Loch Ness, bagpipes are playing in the background, and then this toy like dinosaur head pops out the water. The worst graphics you've ever seen. I don't know if it's supposed to be Nessie, the Loch Ness monster, and then he pulls out of the water. It says something about I'm real or something. Anyway, it's atrocious. We've got a new left back who's really going to push in this year. He's probably a bit better. Matteo Ruggeri. Now, I kind of try to be like a Brentford in a way. I looked at lower level Italian teams. Every player I've bought was either free, transfer listed, or unhappy or requested because he wanted to go and play European football or a bigger club or whatever. And a lot of these players, to be fair, when they open, there's a couple of them like this guy, would say, oh, I'll talk to you, but there's maybe bigger teams out there, I'll keep my options open. Well, if no one else comes in for you, they don't come in for you. So we've signed this lad. A broken down deal, closer to 20 odd million. I mean, he's worth a shit ton now, which is awesome. I needed 2 new right backs, both right backs went. And I've signed Cordy Williams, who again is French, and again he's free. He's been at Paris. I think he was out on loan last year. They've released him. Good little backup. And then I've loaned a right back. Going to be my starter, 22-year-old Brazilian Caligari from Manchester United. I think he's a tidy little player. Centre halves, and I've got 5 now. We've got Arthur still. Great player, Such a good player. I've still got Ruben Semedo, who was probably going to be bottom of the pecking order this year and be a bit unhappy. I've signed Alessandro Buongiorno. From Torino. Again, a player who wanted to leave. Had requested to leave. It's going to cost me 17 million eventually. But a good player, and he's Italian. This kid has been promoted from my youth team because obviously when I was looking at lower levels, Serie A teams, looking at Serie B teams. I also look at the national Italy's under-21 team, and he was in it and was like, oh right, not noticed him, he's my player, he's pretty good, let's give him a chance. And I've signed Victor Chust, who I think looks like a solid centre-half as well, just to give us more options. Only 24. He'd been put down in Real Madrid B. It's cost me 2.5 million, going up to 5. We've still got Sakira. Oh, Dennis, when you play like that. I don't know what I was doing then, but yeah, he's still here. Dominguez, Nicholas Dominguez, legend, he's still here. Jamie is still here. Great player, great pickup of mine ages ago. Not played at massive teams. Ex-Real Madrid boy, I think. Got him on a free dinner. Look at him, beast. Fagioli, he's still here. Good, solid player. Maybe a squad player, but a good, solid player. Svanberg's still here. Midfield solid. All last year I played with an AMC, that attacking flair, and a lot of success. This year I'm really falling in love with being a bit more. Having them 3 like beastie central midfielders. I'm enjoying it. I've also loaned this lad, little wonder kid from Atletico Madrid. Couple of years into it, they're coming around, aren't they? I think people are slagging off the faces. Some of them are bad. Some of them have got like one eyebrow, and I don't think that one's a bad one. And I couldn't help this. Now, if you watch Brentford, fine. If you don't, I signed him for 52 million for Brentford, and he's amazing, bossing in the Premier League and developing into a great player. On this save though, as you know, anything can happen. He'd signed for City and was rotting away in their reserve team, and I don't think he's as good because of that, because he's not playing, but he's still a great player. On the right, we've still got Gary, which reminds me of Olden Fields and Horses, and of course Riccardo Orsolini. He loves it here. I love him. He's a beast. I know people were wondering what happened with Vignato, who was so good on FM21, but this is the guy that stopped him getting in that team. And I've no regrets, because I think he's amazing. On the left, still got Musa Barrow. Again, great player. And I've signed from Sampdoria, Mikhail Damsgaard, and he's again one of them. He had a bit of interest, a couple of, I think, Juve, Milan, I'm sure team in England, can't remember who it was. So he was like, yeah, I'll talk to you. You can offer me a contract. But, you know, I've got bigger options out there. No one else came in for you, mate. So basically, he had to sign for us because he wanted to play in Europe, I think. So he's going to be playing in Europe. And it wasn't me only signing from Sampdoria. I signed this lad first a couple of weeks before because I thought, you know, good player, young, Italian, and can cover up top. Also helping out up top, I've got another lad, Ransford. Ransford Yeboah. That last name can suck my balls. Oh my god. Oh my god. I don't. You've got to be German to say that. Anyway, yeah, did the usual. Go and check City out after a couple of years. They clock up a lot of good young players. They're wasted. They're all up for loan. So I've got 2 from City. But this lad is going to have an epic season. I'm not going to lie. He is amazing. 6'7", and he's got his face on it now. So yeah, he is amazing. I mean, you know, I can't recommend him highly enough, right? You probably won't be able to get him the first year when you start the game because he's just signed for Pisa. Give it 1 season. Go for it. I can't stop burping. I'm drinking a brew in between. Now, of course, we were great last year. We nearly won the league. Back-to-back cups, but the bookies have still got us down there. They don't really believe in us because they're big teams above us, big clubs. Loads of managerial changes. Shit's got real in this league. Last year, nothing happened. And this is Italy, though. Chop and change for fun here. And this summer there's been a turnaround. Ancelotti's come back to Milan. I've got Pep Guardiola in the league at Inter. And Tuchel is at freaking Juve. I've also done the name fix. I've done that now, but obviously it won't apply for this. It'll just be on a new save. My next rebuild. Check that out. So, of course, I'm fighting on 4 fronts. The league, which I'd like to do well again. It'd be nice to compete. We're in the Champions League. Got Real Madrid, Ajax and Benfica. Kind of the group of death in a way. They're all fantastic clubs. Coppa Italia. Can we go 3? Can we 3-peat? We'll see. And then the Super Cup, which I lost last year. I'd like to win it. I'm going to go for it. Let's try. PS5 Super Cup. Is PS5 sponsor it? So with losing 9 players and bringing 9 players in, I had a big season, a big pre-season. I did it on purpose. Went a little tour of the States. Played a few teams in Italy in a training camp. Like I said, stayed in Italy again this year. And then I played another 3 random, similar foreign teams, Boca River and Lask. And I had so many. I know it's risky because you risk an injury, but just because my core team's still here, really, the team that I know can win me games. But with so many new players, I just wanted to bed them in. I wanted to try them out, see what was what, and get them used to the system because we stick with the system and we weed out the weak. I talked about it in my last Brentford episode, but I want to stick with how I like to play. I don't give a shit. It's pretty similar to last year, obviously a different positional change, but Michael Owen said something after the Manchester derby. about how Pep and Tuchel and Klopp have a system, have a way of playing, have a philosophy, and they stick with it even when it's not good. And they stick with it and stick with it until they weed out the weak players and get the players in that can work that system, and then they have success. And I think that's what I do a lot of the time on this game, and it's what I've done with this club and with Brentford, and I quite like that, and I'm sticking to it. So we're going to weed out the weak. So a lot of these new boys might fit in, some of them might not. So the Damsgaard deal went quite close to transfer deadline day, so I wanted to get to there, so I had my full squad to show you, but we had a game before that, so I played it against AC Milan, and I won't lie, very worried at this point. I'm thinking I've got a lot of new players. I mean, there's a new wingers there. Ricky played, got new defenders in the team, and we got battered by AC Milan, battered by Ancelotti, annihilated us really. And I thought, oh shit, I fucked this up. But if I jump forward to January, you can see it was just a little blip, because we bounced back with a fantastic win against Juventus. Thomas Tuchel. And then went on a look at that run, beating Parma, Verona, Fiorentina, Napoli, Sampdoria, Sassuolo, Lazio. Love that. Battered them. That's the team Vignato went to. Now, I did say this in a comment that if he was still a top prospect, maybe I hurt him a bit because he didn't play too much for me. If he was still a top prospect, he'd have gone to a top club. He went to a shit club, and he's not doing very well. Got beat off Inter Milan, beat Torino, beat them. Got beat off Atalanta, but then beat them easy. Who were they? Udinese draw, and then we just played Roma in a cracking game. Remember that. So this is the league table. We've got two boys in the best players, Luca and my new left back, Aaron Hickey. I know, I'm sorry, but Matteo is some player. And Lorenzo, second highest goal scorer. So we're second in the league, got a game in hand that if I won, it would take me top. So I just that first game I shit myself. I was like, oh my God, because of the amount of chances Milan had. Wasn't great, but then we just clicked in a gear and we've done very, very, very well. Onto the Champions League, and as you can see, we got through the group. I'll show you it in a minute. 50-50 kind of job. Didn't draw any. And beat Benfica. We got beat off Real Madrid 1-0, which is, Real Madrid. We beat Ajax 1-0 away, and then battered them 3-0 at home. And then I got annihilated in my last two games. Wasn't great. We give Real Madrid a game, don't get me wrong. Enough to get us through, but look who I've got next. Yeah, Champions League can get tough, can't it? I mean, we did it by 3 points. Fantastic, really. So yeah, I'm really happy with that. Good money for us, which we need because money is hemorrhaging out of this club. It don't bring in a lot. So this Champions League money is really covering. So a lot of the transfers I've made, I've got, money going out every month to pay them, loan payments on some of the loan players and so on. So yeah, it'll be all right. This is the squad so far, and I'd be lying if I said I was trying to rotate. I was just trying to pick the best team. I thought every single game in the league and in Europe, obviously the Coppa Italia ain't kicked off yet. I'm probably going to B-team that, especially to see how that goes for the initial rounds and see if we can stay in that. And I've took a gamble here and there, and then obviously you get injuries and so on. But I've just stuck with it. That new left back, Matteo Ruggeri, brilliant player. Cracking player. He's better than Aaron Hickey. Can't lie. Lorenzo Luco, he's turned into a serious goal machine. Superstar. Zakira, yeah, wants to play more. But yeah, it's that core of players. There's such a good team on our day, and then we can have bad days, like in Europe and in certain games. But I feel really positive. I felt really positive at this point, but obviously I still had a lot left to play. On the Coppa Italia, we played Empoli, and I B-teamed it. Look at that guy up front, his name, honestly, what a name. And they did enough. They played really well, even though it went into extra time, and then we just turned it on. And then we were out in the next one. So, I'm not going to three-peat. It was Atalanta. I did B-team it because I took a gamble. And they did really well. Went to penalties. Got a man sent off, all that stuff. It wasn't great. And they're a team the bookies think are better than us in the league. So I am gutted. It'd be nice to win the cup, but it is what it is. But I did win a cup against a team that beat me at the start of the season. battered me at the start of the season. Well, we battered them. We created loads, played way better than them. 30 shots there, 13. Went into extra time and got us the winner. I mean, it's like a charity shield, isn't it? The community shield. So it don't mean anything, but it's nice to win something you've never won for Bologna. So yeah, little tick off the list. Over to the Champions League. Wow, Barcelona came here and it won. There was not a lot of chances created, but the chances we created, we scored goals. We got a penalty as well. We beat Barcelona 3-0. Easy freaking peasy. We got beat in the next leg at the Camp Nou Camp, 4-2, but we've done enough. So yeah, we knocked Barcelona out. Bologna. We knocked Barcelona out of the Champions League. But then I faced the best team. In my heart, anyway. They're not the best team. They're shit. Manchester United. And got beat 2-0 at the Theatre of Dreams. We then drew 0-0 at our place. So, you know, we didn't get beat both times. I think we were the better team in this game. We just couldn't score. We had to do a lot to do that. So, do you know what? Quarterfinals at Champions League with Bologna. Knocking out Barca. Getting through that group. Fantastic. I was happy with that. This is the meat and potatoes of it. The Serie A. The league, and with 4 games left to play, we are top of it just by a point, only a few points ahead of Milan. It's getting tasty. That top 3, anything can happen with 4 games left to play. Got Atalanta in the team that knocked me out of the cup, although they'll be facing a very different team. Lorenzo Luca, leading goal scorer, joint with Tammy, also the best player. Love that. What a player, honestly. Give it a season, sign him up, you won't regret it. Big lad, top player. So yeah, we're not doing bad. Unlike Vignato's team, which has been relegated. So it's getting quite tense. Atalanta, Udinese, Benevento and Roma. I mean, why are those 3 games on TV and that one isn't? Makes no sense to me. 2 at home, 2 away. What's going to happen? Well, there's a live com. I think most of you might know, if you know me, that if I can get to a point that's important, I want to share it with you. But how important is it? Well, it's very, very bloody important because it went down to the final game of the season. This is going to be today's live com, away at Roma with the title on the line. I could have won this title a couple of games ago. It's not gone too smooth. So I'm on 87 points, Inter on 86. So, you know, top 2's guaranteed, but we're going to finish second, we're going to finish first. Now, I will say, I want to go on to stomach new, but I enjoy this a lot. If I balls this up today, I'm going to do another season because I'm close again. If I win it, I'll end it and we'll crack on with another rebuild, which I have started playing, I won't lie, in the background. Only a bit, I've done the summer. So, there's a lot riding on today. So, of course, I played them 3 games and we got Atalanta. I'm coming at you with a different team. Yeah, they still dick me. But then we beat Udinese 5-3 in a cracking game. That'd have made a great live. Why couldn't that have been the title game? Oh, if we win against Udinese, we'll win the league and you get to see all them goals. Been entertaining, wasn't it? Look at the minutes who were scored. Very entertaining. We beat them, but we should be beating them. So yeah, all comes down to that. But I don't know if you noticed, Inter were away to Crotone, who are down here, so they're going to win that. If they don't win, we've got to win. So let's have one final look at the squad. Feel free to have a cheeky look, pause it if you want. But look at Lorenzo Luca, 43 games, 5 as a sub, 42 goals. A new left back, amazing. My right winger, amazing. Although he's been more of a sub player, but when you're coming on as a sub that much and you perform like that, that's fantastic. That's what you want. So yeah, I mean, a lot of good players. Some could have played a bit better. But with Bologna, I haven't actually got any world out and out stars. Lorenzo Luca's getting that way, isn't he? It's just a good team. So here we go, and there's a Roma team. You probably know a lot of them. Got Kluivert and Brandt, good decent wingers there. They've got Regen at right back. I've picked out my best team I possibly can. I think this is a team that can win today. Right, so the game's kicked off. I did do the opener at the kickoff and then coughed. So yeah, here's what it is. Anyway, here's Luca. Come on, Luca. He's not quick. He's go on, lad. Big lad. What are you going to do? Let's get the ball in play. Pass it back to Barrow. Cross. Oh my God, you donkey. But yeah, we are at the Olimpico, Roma away. That's what I was trying to say when the game kicked off before we you know, we've had success here. Hopefully we can have success today. We need to just win. A win is the only option here today. I think we're better than Roma. I know they're fourth and I know it's Roma, but I think we are better than Frank de Boer It's a team. Right, come on. Come on. Oh, go on, Barrow. Now, if you don't watch me, Brentford, you won't know, but I am quite nervous at the minute. You know, I am a bus driver and been one for 6.5 years. Used to do HGV, but obviously HGV money now is crazy. They're crying out for drivers. Pay a lot of more money than I'm on now. So I'm currently going for a job. A bit nervous. Waiting on finding out. Tomorrow I'll find out if I get an interview. Shitting myself. I'm not going to lie. Proper bad. I've demanded a bit more. I've got 6 minutes left, 5 minutes left of this first half. A bit worried. It's not been the greatest first half, but it's Barrow. Come on, lad. Come on. Come on, kid. He's one of the originals. What a good player. I like that. There's these original players at a team like this that have grown and become good players and become part of this team. It's not like I've had to strip and I've got a completely new 11. And there's a good couple of lads that have been here before me. Oh, go on! What a miss. What a save. Corner ball. Corner ball. Well, it's half time. I'm feeling a little frustrated. I'm going to give him a bit of an ass kicking. Let's just G the boys up. I mean, I'll be honest with you. If we win the league, I think that's just a great ending. That's what I like to do in the rebuilds. I like to achieve something special. And that was my aim, really, because they had this great history once, Bologna, in winning league titles. It's been so long. You don't know if you can do it. You don't know how long it's going to take. If we can do it today, it'd be fantastic. But I am quite cool with playing another season. I don't know how I'm going to do it because I've had a bit of time on my hands and I've got even more time coming up on my hands. I've got a load of time off again. I've worked a lot, get a lot of time off, that kind of thing. Go on, Svanberg. Ooh. So I would somehow squeeze out a season. Obviously, you've got to play it. Oh my God, this is doing my head in. But I'm sure I could. I mean, I really want to start the next one, so I probably would do it at some point. It might be in a week or so, but it'd just be nice to wrap this up with a title. I haven't noticed actually what Inter are doing. Normally it'd come up. Maybe you've noticed. I've not noticed. I've not been paying attention. Right, come on. Caligari, Manchester United's loanee, 22 years old. Oh, vision pass to Barrow. What can Barrow do with it though? Cuts it back across to Luca. 43rd goal of the season. It had to be him. It had to be Luca. Right, so I've made a triple change. We've got Aaron Hicken at left back. We've got Ronsford up top, and I've got Damsgaard. He's come on the right wing, just freshen things up. Here's Barrow. Okay, what a player. Bit of a poor pass. How's he got carrying a knock already? I'm pretty sure he wasn't carrying one. Ransford. Fucking hell, honestly. Brilliant. Here's Clivert. Good little player. not the same as his father. Oh, look at that. Look at that for a cross. Right, I've given him some encouragement. Don't know if it'll work. We'll see. Oh my God. It's only a computer game. It's 90% admin. Why do I get so emotionally involved? Do you know what I mean? You do, don't you? Even when you're playing your own at home, I've always been the same. Heart pounding, stomach's fucking churning. Oh, no. Oh, yeah, what a save. That's just as good as scoring a goal. Come on. Right, come on. There you go. Happy days. A lot of hours put into this. One of my favourites because of the financial restrictions. Have you noticed that isn't grey anymore? So well done to SI for finally fecking fixing it. But this is why I play Football Manager. It's why I put the hours in. So I smash that space bar. I say this all the time because when you achieve something like this, it's awesome. And I also don't have to do another season. So there we go. Champions of Italy. Bologna. For the first time in fucking how long? Since the 60s, I think it was. 60 years or something. That's insane. So yeah, rebuild completed. Very happy with that one. The next one though is going to be freaking well hard. Pretty hard, but hopefully you'll check it out. But Lorenzo Luca finished top goal scorer. Finally knocked Tammy Abraham off his perch. Also finished as the best player. Again, can't stress it enough. If you can get him, try him out. And I've left this club in a cracking spot. Money in the bank, state-of-the-art facilities, great squad. So yeah, I'm really, really chuffed with it. I always kind of miss stuff when I've got to end it because I get so involved in it, but it is what it is. You've got to move on to the next thing. So there you go. That is the end of episode 4. It's also the end of rebuilding Bologna FC. Very happy with that. 2 Italian Cups and a title. Brilliant. I mean, you never know what you can achieve. You don't know how many episodes you're going to go, but I think that's a fitting end. I mean, could possibly keep growing his club. You probably take it into Europe, but I am done. Put a freaking fork in it. Last time we'll be here in the Bologna office. Next time we're going back to England, League One. I'm sure there's a group here that are not going to be very, very happy with it. But it is what it is. I wanted to do this club for ages, so please make sure you check it out. Please make sure you hit the thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new. Get involved in the comments. And someone was asking me what's behind my head. They keep seeing something. It's my logo. It's always been there. Look at that. How awesome would it be if I could get that chair made in real life? Because all I sit on is a freaking... Let's ruin the illusion. I sit on a stool. A stool. A wooden stool. I know with piles doing this YouTube for this many years. Anyway, stay happy. Stay safe. I love you long time. Bye-bye.